Centuries. For centuries, I have remained banished from the human world. The destiny that was bestowed upon me by the fates of creation themselves. Plucked from my grasp, it has taken me this long to gather enough power to force the lesser beings through to the human world at a cost of my own strength. So explain to me, why is it when I finally gather enough strength to bring the former king of the demon realm to the human world, you fail in this simple task to crush an old broken down hunter? Kairon, you have failed me.
Forgive me, my lord, but I believe you are mistaken. You were never meant to rule.
Did you not flee from battle?
I never flee from combat, and your brother is as old and broken down as a dragon's fire blows cold. An impossibility.
My brother has been locked away in feeble human form for generations. His body should have been broken like a bug under boot.
Maybe at first, but his blood still pumps with the anti-life force of the old one. You know the one.
Of course I do, Kairon. The one that cannot be questioned. The creator that murdered the rest of its kind and brought the mark of the void. But how does an all-seeing, never-ending force that exists for nothing more but to end all existence grant such a power to the weakest of the brothers?
With respect, my lord, that claim is questionable.
Who was the one that defeated you so soundly, Kairon?
And who is the one who threw the scales of balance off for doing so? There is more to strength than how hard you can swing an axe.
That is all you do.
You will do well to respect me, my lord. I am the reason your half-breed army even grows. Otherwise you will have had nothing to command but these pathetic vermin like subspecies.
You think you could stand before my creations, old king?
Slaughtering your toys would not serve me in any way. Creating the closest thing to the original demon race, such as myself, is all that matters.
Ah yes, the original demons, such as yourself. Was it not these very demons that were crushed into dust by my brother?
It was your brother's hands that took the lives of my brethren, but his mind was not the one guiding them, and you know it.
There is much that remains unanswered about that day still, but the fact of the matter is, you lost your people in a short time after you lost your throne, while I ascended.
Only to be locked away like the rest of us.
A minor setback that will soon pay dividends. Being able to build power over the centuries allowed me to summon you back from the void. Its endlessness clutches you no more. Using your talents and your blood to create half-breeds will result in an even greater demon army than ever before. and letting you fight my brother was not only amusing, but it served a purpose.
Your brother has broken the first seal. He once again wields a mark of the void, something unlike anything else from our world. He still could not control it. It was no longer a fight for honor. It was closer to a natural disaster, and there is no honor in swinging an axe at an erupting volcano or an extinction-level meteorite.
But the sheer loss of human life in that single moment was certainly amusing.
You have no honor!
Honor. Honor. Funny that you mentioned such a word. I have a gift for you after all, Kairon. You see, my brother may have awakened some of his old power. When you broke through to the human world, there was a brief moment when the way lines of power between myself and my brothers were clear. I managed to reach out to them before my foolish brother of light was rightfully banished, before the hunter was marked with the unnatural void. Our powers were balanced. Light, earth, and dark. We drew from each other. My powers of dark still function this way.
Is there a point to this, my lord?
The point is, I am now close to full power. In that mere moment, I gorged on the balance for the first time in centuries, before it was cut off, most likely forever. The void, not to be confused with the mark that my brother bears, is a cold, endless stream of nothingness. But my exposure to the end, before it vanished, allowed me the ability to reach in. Apart from myself, there is no way to return.
And now with your full power,
I was able to reach in and search for longer, and I found some old friends of yours, ones that fought unquestionably by your side, the ones who were banished with you to the void while your kin were slain.
You say this as if we had a choice.
It matters not. The fact of the matter is, you have your old honor guard back, Kairon.
Truly, you certainly do. Hail to the king. Gorgrutz, my old friend. The one and only, my king.
That is correct. The deity of dark dwellers, the god of goblins himself, the one that led his people to slaughter in a war with the angels all those years ago, to serve you.
That is not what happened. The angels were corrupted. They wanted this land purged. My people refused to surrender our homeland.
And look at the goblins now as a result. From a warrior race to lowly merchant thieves and beggars.
The result His Gorgrux's sacrifice led to the angels not purging this world in angelic flame. My kin were bound to stand by and watch us duel for the throne, and as a result were unable to aid them.
I accept no blame for your dead kin's obsession to abide by codes of law while I defeated you.
Things could have been different. Do not burden yourself, my king. My people fought with resolve. We saved our homeland and all races living in it, and I took a blade to the throat of the seraphim that brought the war, even if it meant crawling home alone through the blood of my people.
Only for the world to be ravaged 1 human year later.
Ugh, human. Must we use such foul language?
Alien!
The Dark Elf Extraordinaire at your service again. Good to see you, big guy.
Ah, yes. The Dark Elf. Self-centered, treacherous beings. But this one seems to understand basic loyalty. Or is it a desire for revenge against my brother?
Your brother was indeed to blame for my sister's death, but my loyalty to Kairon runs much deeper, my lord.
Alien, it is good to see you, my friend.
Let's not get all sentimental, big guy? Although I must say, what has become of my people?
Hidden in the shadows as always. The reward for aiding the humans on that day was leniency by my brother for their wrongdoings. Pathetic, really. Your race could have, and should have been, the ultimate beings of darkness by most rights. And being the former royal bodyguard to Dark Elf royalty, you could have been truly legendary.
My people were never ones of living by the expectations of others, and neither am I.
Ever the stubborn, pretty-faced fool, aren't we, Alien?
That we are, but we will happily take that stubbornness to the grave with us. Oh, good gods, that scared the hell out of me!
When I would happily scream in mourning for your soul as you were placed into it.
Music to my ears.
Banshee, Sentinel is locked away in the void. How many times do I have to tell you to start with a whisper first? Elvish ears are damn sensitive, and your voice can drain life force with a sneeze, if not careful.
There is no life force left in you to take, dear Alien.
Banshee, the most lethal assassin of all the realms, and one of my closest friends. Your cry signal home to me, rather than the incoming doom, my darling.
Kairon, my darling King Kairon. It has been too long.
Lord, I thank you for this, sincerely.
I did not do it for you, Kairon. You can serve me better with your old guard behind you.
Does this mean you found her?
Who?
Santa Marta, my love. Was she found within the void?
Lady Death, do you really think I would risk bringing a Reaper to this world? They can be troublesome, even for deities of my level. But no, even if I wouldn't have brought her back, I did not sense her presence there. If memory serves me right, the End destroyed most of the death dealers on that day. Even that power did not fancy trifling with them. My condolences, Kairon.
I see. Even the end fears an end. But once I hold the human world in my hands, I will make sure these tragedies never happen again. You can keep the demon world. I will build a new one.
That is, if you serve me well enough to be deemed worthy, Kairon.
It's
King Kairon.
Still loyal to your old king, I see. Well, luckily for you all, I have a couple of warriors to add to your guard.
What? We do not need warriors. We are an army ourselves.
Kairon, my brother will only get stronger with his power unlocked. And there is another threat. The half-breed that traveled with him. My foolish light brother erased my influence, but kept my power within her. She has my demon fire. You failed to kill her.
We will strike her down before she can summon it. If the hunter does not kill her and the most of Earth's population before we return first.
That is one possibility, but we know my brother is a sentimental fool. She is the first person he has bonded with since
My sister.
and if by some miracle he managed to control his fury and recovers from the despair of being a murderer to thousands of humans, along with her.
Sounds troublesome.
So, what do you suggest?
Well, she burned my chieftain Gargoyle, and unfortunately for her, his much larger and nastier brother has not forgotten.
No, one has not. I, Dragon, will avenge my brother. Oh, Chieftain Gargoyle, a worthy ally on the battlefield. I cannot lie, but you would trust us not to strike him down if he tried to enforce your agenda on us once we return to the human world.
Quite possibly, but that is not all. You see, Kairon, the half-breeds were missing something. I could not quite place it until I realized how powerful the child was that has allied with my brother. No ordinary demon or half-breed would be able to harness my fire without permanently burning themselves. So there is something special about her.
She appeared healthy when I saw her, but still feeble and unconscious.
You would be a fool to underestimate, but luckily for you, I have the perfect solution to both the threat of her and the threat of you and your guard betraying me. I have perfected the formula.
What do you mean, perfected?
Well, what happens when you cross the blood of the special half-breed that can harness my fire? My blood, as well as yours, and a little boost of my now fully awakened power. You get perfection.
Hey, who brought the child?
This child is the perfect half-breed. Well, I wouldn't say half. He bears the blood of human, old king, and the deity, and at such a fresh young age, His potential is limitless.
Yes, Father, and you will do well to learn some respect.
As you can see, his power is off of the charts, and he is my loyal child. He is my loyal child. You will keep them in line for me, won't you, my child?
Yes, Father, but also, Father,
Yes, my child.
will I get to meet her? Please, I want so badly to meet her. I promise I will burn anyone you want, Father. But I would love to meet my sister. I think I could even bring her to meet you personally, and she would want to stay as part of the family.
The child's power is painful.
He's a creepy little sprat.
His memory remains.
Oh yes, he remembers all of his past as a human. It seems a half-breed's magic is influenced further by emotions, and this child's innocent wonder and desire to see and be loved by dearest older sister has only served to boost his power further. It may even trigger memories of her own. This conflict will make her a liability to my brother, and should she maintain her loyalty, the perfect one will aid you in destroying them both. But bring me my brother's body back. I need what he has locked away deep inside. Bring me my brother child. Both of them, alive or dead, with his power. With his power, I can finally break free from these shackles, ascend to the heavens, and you may have the earth to do as you please, Kairon. I will not trouble you on your little rock.
By your honor, that doesn't mean much, does it?
What's your tongue, Goblin Lord?
Respect our demon lord.
The child and the gargoyle are almost begging me to take their life force away.
You will be scorched to cinders before you can even activate your vocal cords, little banshee.
It seems the creepy little sprat got some sass.
Speak again, pointy-eared one, if you wish to have those pretty features permanently dismembered.
Don't be pointing that sass at me, Splatty.
Enough! If you are all to fight in my cause, then I will demand you carry a mutual respect for each other. Remember this. We fight as one. Understood? Understood, my king.
Yes, King Kairon.
You got it, big guy.
If my lord desires it,
I so cannot wait to meet my big sister.
then with your blessing, my lord.
Yes, go forth and do what must be done. Bring me the hunter. Crush the girl if necessary. Kick, Dahl, the treachery twins.
Yes, my lord!
With my power, guide them back to the human world, and then lead them to make their own plans. I am intrigued to see how this new team go about their business without outside interference.
Yes, my lord.
These maggots are not fit to shine my shoes. Never mind, lead us. but I suppose they are needed. They look rather tasty.
In what world does that look tasty? Gods go gods. You need to work on your taste palate.
Alas, assemble my warriors. Prepare yourself, hunter, for your end draws near. I, King Kairon, declare the formation for the new Kairon God.